Hey guys, Mike Martinez. We just got out of a great training here at the Cherry Hill office, and I got Lillian and I got Miss Lydia. Guys, what do you think about the training, first of all?
Training is very informative, and I always come out with something, always grab something new and learn something new from
Always
me.
add, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that training today was fabulous. It's really, I gained really a lot of new knowledge that I didn't know, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Now, there's two things, and the reason why I wanted to do this video with you ladies are two things. Number one, want to talk about how successful women are in this particular industry, and you ladies are Spanish, right?
Yes.
And that's something that I think the Spanish community needs, because a lot of times, I could tell you my grandmother, she would never do a claim or a lawsuit or anything like that, because she kind of felt bad, right? And she trusted the person that's selling her the policy, and oh my God, how could I go against them? But the fact of the matter is, if you're buying insurance, if you have an issue, you should be putting yourself out there, right? So what do you think about how this affects the Spanish community? What resistance have you seen?
I think that many of us are afraid to put these policies in, because any claim in, because they claim that their insurance go up, but no, the insurance does not go up. That I have found that to be very prevalent, that they think that they're afraid that insurance will go up. But that's not correct.
Right. What do you say?
I think that the Spanish community is trained to be like narrow-minded, where they're afraid to be visible. So they try to stay under the radar. So by not putting in no claim, they're not pushing no buttons, and they just stay under the radar, basically, and stuff. So they're afraid.
Yeah.
And another thing, I think that many of us are ignorant as to, pardon the word ignorant, but many of us are ignorant as to what is in our policy. And as in our policies, we are covered for physical damage to the house. And the insurance company work for us. We shouldn't be afraid of the insurance company. They work for us. Why should we be afraid of them? We are paying them.
Yes, right.
Exactly, so I don't think we should,
They don't see it as they're fighting the insurance company. They see it as they're fighting their insurance agent.
Right.
And they become friends with the insurance agent, and they don't realize this is just a job for the insurance agent, and us putting the claim in doesn't affect the insurance agent in any way.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to, oh, he's my friend, I don't want to put a claim in. Oh, I spoke to so-and-so, and he told me I don't have a claim. When in all reality, they do have a claim.
Yeah, I was recently doing a claim in Camden, New Jersey, Dominican family, and they said to me that the agent called them up and said, if you put the claim in, we're going to drop you, which is illegal, right? As long as it's a legitimate claim. If you're putting a legitimate claim, number one, the policy should not go up. It goes up after every contracted year. So after your policy expires, the next policy is going to go up. And the reason it goes up is because materials to rebuild are going up. So they have to stay in pace with the price of materials. But the fact of the matter is that they cannot, in the state of New Jersey, they cannot single you out and say, because you put a claim, I'm going to raise your rates.
Exactly.
Right?
And your rates go up also because you add value to your home.
Right. Right. I mean, so the rates going up, that's a threat that they, you said, I hate to use the word ignorant. I hate to use the word brainwash. Mm-hmm. But here's what's going on. I mean, we're sitting in front of the TV. Every third commercial is an insurance company telling you how well they're going to take care of you. And at the same time, people, and you guys know it because you're in the field, people are afraid to use their insurance.
Exactly.
Why do you have it, right? So this is what we do. We do, as public adjusters, we're out there to educate you, to show you, hey, you know what? According to your policy, yes, you got damages that are covered by your policy. Mm-hmm. So why not exercise that right? You're paying for that right, right? So that's what we do. And we do free policy reviews. So if you have damage, or even if you just want to see if you got the right policy coverage, you contact one of these young ladies, contact myself, and just say, hey, I'd like for you to sit down and do a policy review. And again, I'm encouraging you ladies to hit the Spanish community strong, because you know what? This is very prevalent in the Spanish communities, right?
That's why I got into this.
Yeah, because we can be in a position to help.
Exactly.
Right? We can be in a position to educate people. I can tell you, I recently did a claim, well, actually didn't do it, right? But it was a young lady, not necessarily young, but she was a lady that went down to the Dominican Republic. She was there a month. They take some time, they go visit family. She comes back and her hot water heater had broken and the water kept running. The hot water heater has a sensor that once it gets filled, then it stops filling. But if it doesn't trigger that sensor, it just keeps throwing water out there. So the bottom of the hot water heater busted and all this water is coming up there, right? When she got back, she got 4 feet of water in her basement. Right. Now, here's the thing. She had an HO1 policy. No coverage whatsoever. So she had to it was like a $30,000-$40,000 to recover.
Wow.
So she got to empty that water out. She got to get her furnace stopped working. This is the middle of winter, right? Her furnace stopped working because it was underwater also, right? Now, the agent that sold her that policy sold her a fire-only policy.
Wow.
Only thing we're paying. She was paying $800 a year.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is why we do policy reviews, to say, hey, you know what? You're not protected here. Or maybe you're overprotected. Maybe they're charging you too much.
Exactly.
Right? And that's what we do. So that, I commend you ladies. Keep pushing. Keep going strong. And it's great to have you in our company. Anything you want to say before we go?
Yes, I just also wanted to say that I used the word ignorant, that I was extremely ignorant, and for 36 years I had the same insurance policy, and I had to be shelling money out of my own pocket, and that when I found out about this, I really got angry. And probably you will also get angry too when you are shelling money out of your own pocket, when you might be covered under your insurance policy.
Right.
Yeah, I got into this because I noticed how close-minded the people are. We don't force anybody to put a claim in. We just want to educate and protect them so they can know, so that in the future, if damage happens, and a lot of them don't have the money to make the repairs.
Right.
So you see their roof shingles are off, and you see that they got damage to their home, and they don't fix it because they don't have the money. Then the insurance company drives by and tells them, well, you have to make this repair, you have to make that repair if you want to continue the insurance. Okay, and then they find themselves putting money out of their pocket when in fact they have a claim.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I'm like,
very important that you understand what you're eligible for and what you're not, and this is what these ladies are here to do, to help you understand what it is that you have. So their phone numbers are listed on this video. Pick up the phone and call them up and say, hey, listen, I need for you to review this for me. And they'll be more than happy to do that. Right, ladies?
yes.
All right.
Anytime.
Yep.
Call anytime.
We'll speak to you soon.
Great. Bye now.
Bye.